Hello, my name is Angela Sett, and I wanted to discuss Kuva Liches that were introduced in Warframe Update 26, The Old Blood. There will be timestamps in the description, so if there's a particular part you're looking to get some information on, you can always skip ahead. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. 4 new Requiem Relics were introduced with this update. To obtain them, you will be doing Kuva Siphons or Kuva Floods. You can also get them from Mercies on the Thralls, which we'll discuss later. However, Kuva Siphons and Floods are on planets near the Kuva Fortress. Warframe has made it easier and now added it to the navigation bar, so you can easily see the Siphons and Floods so that you can get to them and get them done quicker to get you to your relics. The relic module on your ship now shows a T5, which is your Requiem relics. There are 4. 2 of the 8 mods will be on each of the 4 relics. The commons, the Ayatin Amber Star, the Kuva, and the Riven Sliver are the same on all, as is the rare Exilus Weapon Adapter blueprint. This can also be obtained by syndicates or purchased in the market. If you put void traces in, you can significantly decrease the common and increase the uncommon and rare. On your navigation, you will now see at the bottom a Kuva Fortress Void Fisher. The level is 60 to 70 right now, and as of today, it does include all nodes on the Kuva Fortress. The Requiem mods start with 3 charges, and you lose 1 charge every time you use a mod to vanquish or to convert a lich, not for failed attempts at trying to decide the order. They all have an endo and credit value, and when they become defiled, which means all 3 charges are gone, you can transmute them into a random mod. Acquiring 10 Riven Slivers from cracking relics is still useful. You can go to Palandino at the Iron Wake on Earth and trade those in for a random Riven mod. Before going after your Larvling, it's important to know that the Warframe you mercy your Larvling on will determine the innate elemental damage on the weapon. There's going to be physical damage as well as an innate elemental damage up to 60% of the weapon's base damage. This will also determine the abilities used against you by your Lich. There are currently 7: cold, electricity, heat, impact, magnetic, radiation, and toxin. And now you're ready to go ahead and get your Larvling to begin your Lich. Adaro is very popular, but any Grineer mission level 20 or higher will do, as long as it's not a Dark Sector, Nightmare Mode, Quest, Sorties, or Void Fisher. At some point, the lights should flash. If they do, then you want to go on a killing spree. Get as many kills as you can, as quickly as you can. Then an icon will appear. You want to go and get the killing shot on the Larvling. Then you're going to use your Parazon and do a Mercy. If you do this, it will rise in the air and explode, and this is the creation of your Lich. Once you've completed the mission and returned to your orbiter, your Lich will give you a little bit of a speech, you'll learn its name, and then you're going to want to go to your Codex. In your Codex under Universe, you will see Kuva Lich History. The one on the upper left, if you have more than one, is the active one. Here we will see weaknesses, resistance, immunities, if they have any. The weapon that is being used by the Lich that you can take if you vanquish. The weapon bonus and the elemental associated with it. On the right hand side, you can see the currently equipped mods on your Parazon on the upper right, and a place to modify the Parazon on the bottom right. Before going after the Murmurs, which is the next step, make sure that you have 3 mods on in case you might get lucky and have the right order. In creating the Lich, they have taken over one of the planets. The more enraged they get, the more planets they will overtake. You will know the planets because they have a red Kuva cloud over them. When you do the nodes that are affected by the Kuva, you're going to be hunting Thrall. They will appear on the map, up to 15 in total, and you will mercy them. They will give you a Murmur. You need to acquire 30, 50, and then 70 Murmurs to unlock the 3 mods. There's also a chance that they can drop relics, which is a nice way to gather extra ones. You can go in a group or you can do it solo. With the different Murmurs, it will unlock the mods to take down your Lich, but not the order. Also, when you complete Murmurs, there is a tax by the Lich, but you will receive all of your items back. The process of taking down your Lich is trial and error. You're going to put mods on your Parazon. You will engage the Lich. If you're lucky, you will be able to vanquish or convert it. However, there will be a lot of failed attempts at trying to take down your Lich, and those are actually good because you get extra Murmurs for doing that, and it will help to determine which mods are best for taking down your Lich. The failed attempts will be tracked in your codex, and on the right hand side you will see the same symbol you see whenever you take on the Lich and the mod is not correct. It's going to red the mod and put a slash through it. That's how you know that that one doesn't work. On this particular one, I could not figure out that first spot even though I knew 2 of the mods. It took me quite a while to get it. By the time I did, it was level 5, fully enraged, and yeah, she was hard to take down. But once you have the order of the mods and you take on your Lich, there is a beautiful cinematic whenever you finish them off using the 3 proper relics. I cut to a different one because the one in the desert was actually up against the wall so you couldn't see it, and I wanted you to be able to see the visual of actually the choice, vanquish or convert. If you decide to convert, what you'll have is what I call a reverse stalker. Your converted Lich will periodically pop up in missions and fight alongside you, helping you to complete the objective for approximately a minute, and then he will just disappear. The other option as of today is if your dojo has built the Crimson branch, you can trade your converted Liches only in that room. And this will allow you to give one of your converted Liches to a friend or clanmate that may need that weapon and is not having any luck getting it, or perhaps they want a particular ephemera that they haven't been able to get to. If you choose to vanquish your Lich, you will receive the weapon that they were shown with, as well as all of your items back. That goes for if you converted as well. At the end of the mission, once you've completed it, you will see all of your stuff has been recovered, as well as a blueprint for the weapon. It's actually a completed weapon. You will find it in your foundry. All you have to have is a weapon slot to claim it. There are currently 13 Kuva weapons. There is the Kuva Dragoon, the Kuva Karak, the Kuva Comb, the Kuva Ogress, Kuva Quartak, Kuva Tonkor, Kuva Brock, Kuva Kraken, Kuva Seer, the Kuva Twin Stubbos, as well as 3 new weapons, the Kuva Chakur, the Kuva Shildig, and the Kuva Ayanga, and I'm sure I butchered all of those names. If you wind up with multiples of the same weapon, you can do a Valance Transfer in your arsenal, which will allow you to move an innate elemental, if it is higher than the other, to a gun. This is good if you've already put in focus lenses, catalyst, or one of the 5 formas you need to fully level it, because it works like the paracesis. You get it to 30, put in a forma to get it to 32, and so on until 40. So the Valance Transfer in your arsenal will really be helpful. The last thing I want to talk about are the 7 ephemeras introduced with the Liches. There's Vengeful Charge, Flame, Pull, Toxin, Trickster, Shockwave, and Chill. These ephemeras are visually noticeable on your Lich. Upon conversion or vanquish, you will obtain it, and it is something that has been added to being able to be added to your Kubro, your Kavat, your Sentinels, and your Moas. It was originally a mistake that it happened, but Warframe liked it and kept it. That's everything. I hope it was helpful, keeping in mind that this is a very complicated and evolving process within the game. If there are updates, I will put it in the description or in the notes below, or hopefully try and edit the video. If you found this helpful, I hope you'll hit the like, subscribe, and check me out sometime on Twitch.